Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to another evening of racing. Here we find ourselves at the World Tour. This is round 4 here at Watkins Glen. Welcome everybody to the show. My name is Juan Antonio Jimenez, as you know. And let me tell you, today we have an amazing race ready for all of you. Nighttime, Watkins Glen, one of the best tracks ever to grace the sport. And my God, can I show you a little gift my good friend Ricardo Weatherall has made me? Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Whoa. Look at that. This is an official bottle with an official sticker. PLR Touring Car Championship. Remember, it's coming really soon. Next week, we're gonna have some good fun in Race Room. You know it. I know it. You know I love those TCRs, rock and rolling. There you see everybody on track, and you know what? You know, Ricardo knows I love drinking, so let's have a sip of water. Damn, that thing is good. Damn, the thing is good. That is like the Mountain Dew. Ooh. Welcome, Alma, to the stream. Of course, if you'd like to help us out, please invite your friends, your relatives, whoever you'd like to get into the party, because we're about to get it started with qualifying. Today, I'm going to fancy to try a new style of commentating. We're going to try a little calmer, a little slower. Let's see if you prefer that. Oh, there you see Belaka Jan taking a trip right into the wall. Man, that water was good. It tastes like fuel, baby. Ooh. I was gonna say something else, but you gotta pay me the money for the sponsor. Well, there you see Dean Sunavovich, ladies and gentlemen. The checker flag is out for this practice session. We are about to move into qualifying 20 minutes. Here at Watkins Glen, the track at the moment holds itself. It's fast. You can see it's very dark. And of course, we're talking about Watkins Glen. There's not any lighting whatsoever throughout the track. Not on every single corner. So it's going to be really hard for the drivers to concentrate with such low visibility. But we are awaiting for the session to proceed. There you see one of the last men remaining on track. That is Mr. Wagner Marquez. We saw what happened to him last week at Darlington. It was a little bit of a bittersweet moment with so many crashes. Let's be honest with ourselves. It was a wreckfest for the good and especially for the bad. Hopefully the drivers have calmed down for this race in particular, because let's be honest with ourselves, we're talking about Watkins Glen. It is not an easy track. You need to focus on your lines, but also with that comes the responsibility of keeping yourself and the others around you alive. Let's see how that works out for all the drivers. Marquez, I suppose, is going to go right into the pit lane, so that means we are moving into qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go right onto it. Daylight here in the States. Let's go with qualifying. Well, here we go. Let's go with one of the men who have come out very quickly. That is one of my Krancheks. There you have the man indeed. Please let me know if the audio, the video is okay. That would be highly appreciated. Let's go on a camera to see. It's one of my Krancheks POV. Of course, now he needs to try and heat up those tires. I see some good lines so far, but of course what we are looking for is optimum tire pressures and temperatures. At the moment we are in an optimum track state, 28 degrees. It cannot get any better than this. And this is one of the Krancheks. Is going to have a good time. Hopefully he will have a better week, because the last two haven't being his best. Let's move with the first car, who's gonna set a lap time, and that is his lovely friend Robert Arlavi. All good, sweetie. Thank you very much. And if you would like to, again, please invite your friends, your family. I want to see you all ready to rock and roll with me. 60 minutes of racing in front of us, and I cannot wait. Well, you know what? We're going to go on board with Robert Alavi because we are going to have ourselves a full lap. Here we go. Into the tailgate zone, turn number 1. You can go very hard on this curve, especially on the exit 1, but don't put 4 tires out on the track. Now we go up the hill into the S's. Great line so far from Arlabi. Of course, for a GT3, very easy to do completely flat. Now we head into one of the most epic corners, the inner loop. Look at that. Such an aggressive set of corners. Arlabi missing one of the apexes, but nonetheless a great line. Here we go. Into turn 9. Now turn 10 in front of us, Sir Jackie Stewart. Corner named after one of the legends, one of the F1 world champions. Now we go into the classic, the boot, the toe, and the heel in front of us. This is the main section, the most famous part of the track. Here we go through the heel. Arlavi keeping it very tight to that entry curb. We go now up the hill into turn 11. A great line so far. Be careful with this exit. You can see you can go wide, but you need to be very careful on the throttle inputs. And of course, the last corner, turn number 13. This is a full lap here at Watkins Glen, and Robert Arlavi is going to set himself as a pole sitter for just 1 second because Cranchex gets pole, and now Lino reclaims it. 44.772 is the time to beat. Let's see if somebody can do so. Ciata has managed to get into pole with a 44.750, just 22 thousandths of a second higher. Here we go now with Christian Mola. Fortunately not having a good turn 9. Here we go now to the boot. Great, nice there from the DSRT driver. But he's gonna have to do a little more than this. Let's check on Harvey Mills. He's about to cross the line. Can he challenge the top spots? He cannot. Just 7/10 of a second away. Adam Long claims the lead with a 44.715. The top 3 within 1/10 of a second. You'll tell me if that's consistency or not. Sorry. And of course, we're gonna move on with Ben Crook. There you have the man indeed, and he is gonna jump into the 1/10 club, going into P3. 2 thousandths of a second faster than Olino, 20 thousandths of a second slower than Conrad Ciata. Man, this is getting intense. Let's check right now with Mr. Robert Arlavi. Once again, that was one hell of an accident. Arlavi might have a shot for the lead. He crosses the line. Robert Arlavi, 12 thousandths of a second away from Adam Long's provisional pole. But look who's coming by. Choo-choo is the Conrad Ciata train. And ladies and gentlemen, that is one hell of a lap. 44 dead. Woof. That is not going to be an easy lap to beat. There you see Bill sinking in. 3 thousandths of a second faster than Adam Long and claims the P2. The times are getting so close. In the top 10, there you see Rene Kern goes into P13. Let's check it out on Christian Moltke. Now approaching the last 2 corners of this track. Here we go into turn 12. Now turn 13, the last turn for this specific layout. Christian Moltke with the finish line just in front of him. Time will tell. Moltke is going to move into P19 with a 45.427. Good lines and good action overall. Let's go on board with another one of the BMW drivers. For now, Igor Krustinich holding P15, but he's putting one hell of a lap right now. He might be challenging for the top 2 spot. Igor Krustinich goes straight into it. 2.2 tenths of a second faster than Adam Long, who has reclaimed the P3 from Vele Sinkinen. Now, let's go with Daniel Montero. Let's see how he's doing. Broken Bones Sim Racing Team it is. You gotta love it. There you see, for now 6 tenths down on the 45.4. That would translate into a 44.8, maybe a P10 result. But unfortunately, he has found himself with another car. And that means that he has lost all time gain. He's still improving by a bit, so maybe he can clutch it to a P15, but it's not going to be easy. Montero, P11. Good lap nonetheless. Let's go back with Christian Mola, the DSRT driver. Let's see how he holds himself against the third and last sector of the track. Let's check on him. Good lines overall for the DSRT driver. And let me tell you, he might be the one to claim P2 now, being held by Nico Vlaminch. 15 thousandths of a second between Mola and Vlaminch. Mola gets into P3, a great lap. This has been a splendid qualifying session so far. There you see Louis Hardy, and I want to move quickly with Bela Kachan because look at the man go. P11 it is, and we saw in the practice session he was one of the faster guys. Can he do the same now where the time counts? Let's go on board with Andrew Solino. He has a yellow flag in front of him. That was the 220 car, 229, sorry. That was Michael Lotson having a little bit of a spin through the boot. Great lines right now from Molino. Mola has gotten himself to P3. As we previously mentioned, really good lines from Molino. This is looking very interesting. 6 tenths down from the 772. He needs one little push to claim the lead, to get himself into pole position. Let's see if the last corner is going to be it. You could hear the car sliding a little bit. Good traction, good exit from Molino. The finish line is there. Molino goes into P2. Incredible lap of 44.132. From the British lad. Let's go now with Emil Madsen. Meow. That is his team name. You gotta love it. Madsen. Also looking forward to set himself amongst the top 10 drivers. It is as close as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. We have 27 drivers within 1.5 seconds. This is what we want to see, and it comes from the big boys. Split one of the World Tour here at Pro League Racing. Emil Madsen is going to cross the line, and ladies and gentlemen, that is one hell of a lap. Madsen straight into P2. Just 15 thousandths of a second shy from the lead. But a man that is directly challenging for it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Adam Long. One hell of a lap he's putting on. He needs one more tenth, and that will secure him the lead, at least for the following minutes. Seata has gone into a new lap. There you see Long. Let's go on board with him. There you see the Honda working wonders for Adam Long. He's about to cross through the last corner. The exit is sublime. Now it's just the finish line in front of him. Will it be enough to claim the lead? Adam Long gets right into it. 18 thousandths of a second faster than Conrad Seata. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is on. Unreal pace from everybody in this qualifying session. We have 4 drivers within the 10th, and then the same goes. We have 22 drivers within a second. I have never seen something like this in my life, and you gotta give these drivers some props. Because, man, they are leaving it all out there. Let's check on Ben Crook once again, one of the PLR drivers. There you see him. His fastest lap time was a 44.605. Nice to see you here, Liam. It's been a while. Lovely to see you here. Let's go on board with Ben Crook. There you see him. He's dead even now. Maybe the last corner will get him a 10th. Maybe he can hop into that P10 position. It is not going to be enough. So we're going to take a look at Sanjin and Blesic. At the moment holding P30 dead last. We have every single driver within 2 seconds from the lead. You'll tell me if that isn't incredible. And Blesic is looking forward to putting himself into the low 45s. There you see that Porsche just in front of him. That is the 130 car of Andrew Brooker. Why is it that you are racing tonight, Liam? What's happening? Blesic goes into P21. A great lap indeed. Waiting for quality to end so I can apply penalties in split 3. While being trampled by kidding. You gotta love yourself some kidding. So you see Seata. He's gonna park it out. So we're gonna go back with Ben Crook because he's improving massively. And let me tell you, if he keeps this flow going, we might be talking about a new pole sitter. 5:40 on the clock. And this has been such an amazing session already. And we haven't even gone into the good stuff yet. Ben Crook, you can see how slidey that McLaren is. He's forcing every single thousandth of a second away from that car. There you see a great line through the last corner. Ben Crook just has the finish line in front of him. It's just 1/10. Can he make it happen? Crook crosses the line and gets the lead with 10 thousandths of a second. Ben Crook comes on clutch. What a lap from Ben Crook. We have 5 drivers within the same 10th. This race is really promising so far. The hype is up the roof. Man, out of this world. I mean, Madsen. There you see the Porsche driver keeping it safe for now. That was Andrew Brooker completely spun out of the inner loop. But we're going to stay with Madsen for a little bit, because he's also putting on a hell of a lap. What is wrong with Mr. Alien? I had a talk with Conrad Seata beforehand, before qualifying started, and he let me know he was really struggling here on Watkins Glen, and I do not blame him. This track is so tough, so technical. A tiny mistake is gonna cost you everything you've gained for the last minute and a half. There you see Emil Madsen needs to get it done now. We need to check on Adam Blancos. Ladies and gentlemen, are we gonna see a 143 on the clock? Adam Blanc 43.970 gets the lead to his own ground, and let's see if somebody's gonna be able to challenge that, because a lap like that is gonna be nearly unbeatable. You've seen how close it is, and I think Adam Long has put the nail in the coffin. Let's see if somebody's gonna shut my mouth and get the job done. 3 minutes remaining of this qualifying session. We are now taking a look, taking a peek on Robert Handley, holding P19 as we speak. 3/10 down from that 44.7. This would get him immediately into a P14 spot. Can he get the straight speed to make it happen? There is the finish line, and it is the P14 indeed. You were talking about the alien, well, why don't we take a look at him? Because you just summoned the demon. Let's go on board with the BMW of Konrad Siata. 2/10 down from that 44 there. You can see how much the car is sliding. Benny's gonna be cursing him. Well, Siata right now is looking like $1,000,000. Is Siata sandbagging? I don't know. But man, this lap is looking like an absolute banger. Will Adam Long prevail and stay in the lead? It all comes down to the last corner from Konrad Siata, and ladies and gentlemen, the alien is gonna make it happen once again. 43.710 for the Polish Superman, Konrad Siata. Untouchable. Even on his weakest points, he's nearly better than everybody. Out of this world driver. Let's go with Igor Kristinich. There you can see him at the moment, holding himself pretty calmly. As you can clearly see, 1/10 makes the difference for all of these drivers. Well, there you have it. He's struggling. Well, yeah, I'm sorry to say this. Fuck him. I wish I was struggling like him. I fucking wish. That would be an amazing struggle I'll be having. Please, my friends, share this stream with your friends, your family. Let me see you all ready for this race. It's about to start. Got John. Can he get a 10th or 2? Can he make it happen? He only has 4 more corners to go, so he is gonna be leaving it all out there. John did even. Let's check on Emil Madsen. He was improving by 1/10 of a second. Let's see if that's gonna keep on going for him. I'm in the back of the grid struggle bus. Man, I'm telling you, I want to be Siata. Madsen is gonna abort the attempt. I got John now about to cross the line. He is a 10th down. This could mean a P4. It is gonna be the P5 for Velika John. That is one hell of a lap. Adam Long also on his final attempt, and right now he's rocking it. 1/10 down from the 970. Great lines overall for Mr. Long. Now, can he make it happen? Can the M&M driver get it to the front of the pack? Will the unbeatable be beaten? Time will tell. Long still, 1/10 down. He needs one more to get it done. You can see this lining from Long. He's just pushing as much as the car is allowing him to. He looks like he has slowed down, I think. He is gonna abort the attempt. Adam Long is gonna give it up. Now he invalidates the lap, and ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a pole sitter once again in Conraziata. And would you take a look at that? It is gonna be a race in the dark, 3 a.m. Let's go right into the action, ladies and gentlemen. There you see the full pack of cars ready to leave it all out there, and we're gonna start with the man holding that pole position, and that is Conraziata leaning from Montero, who was clutching into P2, then Long, Kirk, Madsen, Gajanolino with a 5-second penalty, Paul Weller, Harvey Mills, Kristinic, Stadic, Sinkin, and Narlavi, Radosearch with a 5-second penalty, then Suravovic, Blavich, Mola, Marquez with a 15-second penalty, then Lawson, Hanley, Chuchkovic, Kern, then Krancheks, then Brandon Klein, Broca, Blesic, Hartley, Moltka, Hamilton, and Andrew Bruca. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our full grid for tonight. There you see them all. And now, as always, let's take a quick look at Watkins Glen. You can barely see it, but what a hell of a track. One of my favorites for sure. And we are about to embark ourselves in a 1 hour extravaganza. Sunovic also with a penalty. 10-second it is. Hanley 20 seconds, Marquez 20 seconds. Man, the stewards must be enjoying it. 5 drivers with penalties. That can change the course of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm going to do my ritual. I'm going to get a sip of water while this formation lap goes on its way, and then we'll start this race out. I will see you on a bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, this formation lap is on its way. 7 drivers this race and split 3 with penalties. Wow, that's a lot. Would be 8, but I'm not racing today, so I gotta serve next week instead. I'm sorry to hear you're gonna get yourself a penalty. But ladies and gentlemen, we are about to rock and roll. Seriously, this race is gonna be absolutely incredible. If it stands just like qualifying did, we're gonna have fight after fight after fight, and hopefully will not end like last week's double header. The 30-minute sprint races we had, really dangerous. and lots of incidents involved, so hopefully that will not be the way to go for tonight's 1 hour show. Well, are you ready on the chat to see this race? Bon. That means vamos. That means let's go. We want to see and these gladiators leave it all on the battlefield. We find ourselves now closing in to the second sector. Siata, as you can see, leading. Daniel Montero coming up clutch with the last second lap. But now we need to see what is going to happen on the start. And indeed, I hope you enjoy the company, of course. California. I love California. In the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. You can see I'm a singer, of course. Singer of the Eagles. As well as Lynyrd Skynyrd. In the spring you cannot change. Yeah. Don't you love it? I know you do. Well, my friends, no more jokes, because we're about to go into business. Right now the drivers are going to go through the heel. 4 more corners. And the red lights will turn green. Are you enjoying this calmer side of commentating from my view? Are you enjoying it? Please let me know in the chat. Because hey, all I want to do is make you have a good time. Do you see Con Siata doing a little bit of brake dragging, so he can heat up both the brakes and the tires. Juan mix Aerosmith and Metallica. I love it. And then Gojira, my favorite band. But ladies and gentlemen, no more jokes. As I said, business is about to be completely dealt. Conrad Ciara being the man to lead the pack, to set the pace. The red light's about to turn green here at Watkins Glen, 3 a.m. in the night. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a go, go, go. The green is out. A great start from Conociata. As we speak, he's going to make it through. As P1, let's go quickly on the helicopter to see. 3 wides all over the plane. Pandemonium at the back, for the love of God. I wish I could check, because good Lord in heavens above, what in the hell has happened here? You can see pandemonium already, and this is just turn 1. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen as we go live through the inner loop. There you see everybody trying to make it by, trying to survive. There you see the whole pack coming through nicely. And thank the Lord above they have. There you see Madsen into P6. Kirk making a move. Montero dropping P2 to Adam Long. A great maneuver there. 6 drivers with penalties. You see Madsen trying to get the bare exit as we go through the boot. Let's check quickly on Louis Hardy and Sanjin Blesic. Now there you see Van der Marquez is going to slide it in. Moltke already with a drive-through penalty. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not a good start. The SRT driver involved in the start incident, indeed, that was Brandon Kleiner. As well as like a John. There you see Madsen still trying to get that P4 back from Ben Kirk. Let's check on some more close fights. You can see the whole train coming by. Lovely to see. Oh, that was a big tap on the wall from Anders Olino, as well as Ben Crook and Emil Madsen is going to try to take advantage of it. You see Olino in the middle of, oh my lord almighty, we're going to have a 3-1. I don't think so. Olino's going to have to take it safely. Ben Crook is going to go on the outside. Oh my god, this is going to get very tense as we go up the hill. Of course, this is flat for both lines, inside and the outside. There you see Olino having to back off for just a tiny bit, but he's gonna bring it back. Great action here between the McLaren and the Porsche driver. Of course, Olino with a 5-second penalty. That is gonna make a difference indeed. There you see Olino with a great line through the inner loop. And he's going to stay alive, but you saw how close it got after that turn one completely side by side for nearly a whole kilometer. Great racing overall. The gaps are starting to open at the front. Seattle already 1.5 seconds ahead of Adam Long. Let's check a little further down the back. There you see Chuchkovic making a move on Christian Mola. And behind him, Kranjec trying to defend himself from Lewis Hamilton. Let's go with Hamilton's POV. There you see both BMWs going at it. Kranjec is gonna survive another day. Let's go back with Olino. There you see he has been able to open a little bit of a gap. And now Kristenich is the man to be hunted. Everybody following so closely. Lovely to see. Already 3 minutes and a half by on this race. Great lines from every single body. Let's see if we have a close fight. Indeed we do. Dean Stranovic is going to try to get Michael Lawson. He's looking for an inside move. He's going to have to wait a little longer. There you see, for the love of God, Robert Arlavi was trying to sneak in. It hasn't worked out. You saw Arlavi at the beginning. He was on the top 10. Unfortunately, things haven't gone down too well for him. There you see Igor Kristenich now is going to go side by side with Anders Olino. Olino still has the inside for the inner loop. What is going to happen here? Because look at Villa. He's sinking it. Is he going to force a 3-1? For the love of God, he does! What in the fuck is that? Oh my God! Absolute pandemonium! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? And I'm sorry to talk like that, but that, ladies and gentlemen, with all my apologies, is fucking stupid. Forcing a 3-wide through the inner loop. That is just uncalled for, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Radosevic jumps into P7 after that. Lawson into P8, and he's catching rapidly. Can Lawson go on the inside as we go to the heel? Nope. He's gonna have to wait behind. We have another yellow flag. That is Kristenich, of course. His car is absolutely dead. He's gonna have to send it back to the pit lane for some repairs. That was one of the stupidest moves I've ever seen in my life. People are starting to get a little overexcited. This is a full hour race, ladies and gentlemen. No need to force situations like that. Robert Arlavi with a good exit out of turn 13. There you see a good fight between Lawson and Zunavovic. Zunavovic is going to decide to go for an outside line. The traction is fantastic for Zunavovic. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a move done. And Alexander Chuchkovic, what a hell of a ride he's giving us right now. He makes it through as well. We need to talk about Mr. Chuchkovic. He has already gained 12 positions, and I think he's looking for a 13th, and indeed, he is ahead of Dean Zunavovic, who's going to move out of the way. My God, Chuchkovic is on a roll. Let's check quickly on Kristenich. You can see he can barely make the corners. Radosevic has had himself a little bit of an incident. That car is absolute bonkers, and that is why a big hit on the wall. We got Olino and Wella, as well as Radosevic in the pit lane. Of course, Mr. Kristenich is still trying to get there. He's trying not to teleport back. But one in the blue hell was that. Completely uncalled for. Now the gaps have opened massively. We were having a fantastic race. And now everything has gone downhill due to that. Really unfortunate to see. Because seriously, the race was looking super fun. Blamaged. Making it through Bruca. Let's go with Emil Madsen. Checking and closing in on Daniel Montero. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are now 7 viewers. Thank you kindly for your support. Madsen closing in. He's going to have to wait a little longer. I don't think he's going to try and move through the big hairpin. I think he might give it a shot a little later on. And this could be the right moment here on the inner loop. But don't try anything stupid. Arlavi is going in the pit lane as well. Many cars being forced to pit quickly due to that incident who has changed the course of this race. Blessage is looking for an inside move on the DSRT driver. That is Mr. Christian Mola. Let's check on Broca and Marquez. Marquez making another move. Let's go, Blessage, now or never. I love it. Let's see how Blessage does for now. Not bad at all. Broca, Kleiner, and Blamage. You can see the train behind Radosevic out. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. That was one hell of a hit on the wall. Madsen is still catching on Daniel Montero, but it's not being enough to make a move. There you see, we had 30 drivers, right now 29, 2 in the pit lane. Kristenich is going to have to wait here for a long time. Olino with a stop-and-go penalty of 30 seconds. Well, Olino was one of the drivers involved in that big incident. Of course, the stewards will be the ones to decide. But man, that wasn't good at all. There you see Nico Blamage. Another comeback drive once again, and Blamage is looking for an outside move on Martin Broca. He makes it no problem at all. Ciata OP, and he said he was struggling. Igor, that's what he told me before qualifying started. I'm struggling, but there you see him 4 seconds ahead of Adam Long. If you call that a struggle, go fuck yourself. Oh my lord almighty, look at Emil Madsen. That was one hell of a line. Through turn number 8 now, through turn number 9, side by side, it's Madsen and Montero. Montero is trying to hold the inside, but I think Madsen has it in. Can he dive onto it? Here we go. The visibility is nearly inexistent, but Madsen makes it into turn 9, sorry, into the boot as P3. What a maneuver from Emil Madsen. And there you see Montero's gonna try to bring it back. He might have the inside for the hairpin. Can he secure it? Oh Lord almighty, look at how close it's getting between these 3 drivers. Ben Crook joining the fray. Madsen now flies away. The McLaren and the Honda going at it. What is gonna happen? Ben Crook seems to be ahead, but the Honda is trying to claim it back. Side by side, Crook gets the better of it on the last corner, but of course now it's time for the Honda power to come in. Can he make it through before turn 1? Is he gonna brake late? No, Montero's gonna be smart and stay behind. That is a way to act. That is a way to drive. We're gonna check on Brandon Kleiner and Wagner Marquez closing into one another. Marquez is trying to pull away, but it's not being able to do so. Kleiner, he's gonna go for a move. What in the hell was that? We're gonna take a replay from Klein's perspective on the inside. That was a dive, but also you could see that Mr. Marquez closed the door. But indeed, that was a dive. There you see Sunabovic. This in a position. Lotson going into P8 again. And Kranchek being the man on top 10. Let's do a little bit of a rundown of the grid as it stands. It's Seattle leading from Long, Madsen, Krug, Montero, Mills, Chuchkovic, Lawson, Sunabovic, and Kratchek for the top 10. Then we have Hamilton, Mola, Blesic, Hartley, Vlamic, Kleiner, Bruca, Marquez, and Kern for the top 20. And then we have Rene, Kern, Moltka, Arlavi, Wella, Hanley, Gajan, Tadic, Olino, Kristanic, and Sinkinen. Sinkinen is still in the pit lane, and I don't think he's going to be coming out anytime soon. Out of the 30 drivers we started off with, 8 drivers have already pitted. Not because they wanted to, because they were forced to do so due to damage. Here we are on board with Zvonimir Kratchek. One of his best drives of the season so far. So you gotta give props to the Croatian. There you see him, a great exit indeed, and now Sunabovic might be in danger, but you can see Kratchek being super clean. He's gonna lift. Marquez is gonna go into the pit lane, and as we were talking about it, Kratchek's lifting a little bit of the throttle just to at least keep things as clean as they can be. Here we go now with the Christian Mola catching, on Lewis Hamilton. Please let me know in the chat, do you prefer my style of commentating over the lovely shouty Juan Crazy? I think we're gonna do Crazy on Wednesdays and Calm on Mondays. Do you like that? Let me know. Mola rapidly catching on to Lewis Hamilton. Let's go on board with the Audi driver. Great line so far from the DSRT driver. Can he get the move done soon? Doesn't look like so. Hamilton having a great defensive race so far. Marquez still in the pit lane. This is the closest fight we have on track. And behind him, it's Sanjin Blesic. Catching for a P12 fight. More singing, Juan, please. Okay, Jordan Black, I'm gonna give you a little bit of singing. Merry Christmas. Stop crashing, you mother. There you have it. I don't want to say anything else. People need to calm down. Thank the Lord, now we're not having any incidents, but man, oof, let me tell you, one stupid move like that can cost not only your race, but everybody else is around you, you know. And when you are on track, you can not only think about yourself, you need to think about everybody that stands alongside you. Sunabovic trying to get close to Chuchkovic. Let's check on Chuchkovic. He has gone into P7 and he's closing in on Harvey Mills. Seriously, Chuchkovic, right now, no doubts whatsoever, one of the drivers of the day. With only 15 minutes on, he has gone from P21 to P7. Another man that has gained many positions is Zvonimir Kratchek with 13 and Lewis Hamilton with 18. Of course, the incident has helped them all gain many positions, but Chuchkovic is looking dead straight on getting this P6. We need to go quickly with Blesic, Mola, and Hartley. You can see Mola is going to decide to go in, and I think that is a very well executed move on the fly. He's going to come out of traffic, so I think that is a great opportunity for him. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. There you see Chuchkovic once again catching on Harvey Mills. Harvey Mills, we haven't talked about him either. Great race. He started on 9th, Right now he holds himself at P6. Let's check on the leader for a second. Is Segundo Seattle already catching traffic? We are talking about a 6-second lead from Adam Long, the man who struggles. That's how we're gonna call him from now on. The man who struggles, Mr. Struggle, Mr. Seattle. Let's see. What are the close fights do we have on track? Well, we need to take a look at this. At the moment, Ben Crook being faster by a tenth or two, depending on the lap. This car has been surprisingly well behaved. Unfortunately, I do not have access to the channels. I wish I did. Let's see if Crook can catch on to Emil Madsen. This would imply the fight for the last spot on the podium, P3. Nearly 20 minutes in. Already 11 drivers who have done their mandatory pit stop. I want to take a look at the DSRT driver of Christian Mola. He pitted for clean air. And as you can see, very unfortunately for him, that hasn't been the case. It's between Arlavi and Mr. Igor Kristinic. And by the way, applause for Kristinic. That wasn't his fault. Somebody ran from behind him. That was not his fault. And still, he doesn't give up. He stays on track and fights. That is what you call a warrior. Michael Lawson has dropped many positions. Let's take a look at what happened there. Oh God. Oh Lord. Somebody has disconnected, unfortunately. That's why we couldn't see the replay. That is very unfortunate to see. But we're going to go with Harley, Blesic, and Blaminged. Let's see how they do. Blesic closing in now on Harley. Can he make a move? Here we go through the heel. A good line. Great stuff from Blesic. Undoubtedly one of his best performances of the season so far. I do not want to commentate a curse it, so we're gonna move now to Ben Crook. Still a second to catch Emil Madsen. Crook, I think right now we're getting into the point where the virtual pit window is opening. You know, I would say pitting from 40 minutes left to 20 minutes left is your best choice. Let's see if the drivers are going to decide to go either early or late, one way or the other. We are going to have a great race still. Unfortunately for all of us, there's not a lot of fights going on. You'll see Rene Curry trying to get Andrew Bruca. It is 1.5 of a difference between these two drivers. Race seriously calming down. There you see things looking very calm, very relaxed. Let's check it out. Also putting me cran checks. Of course, you would have this P8-1 if the race finished right now. But of course, that is not the case. He's gonna have to wait for 40 more minutes. To get that done, if it stays that way, unfortunately, Kristinic. Let's take a replay. What happened to the poor man? So you could see how twitchy the car is through every single corner. Here we go. Now it's the last corner where he was on the wall. Good line. Oh, he hit the wall. The overcorrection. Was that on purpose? Was that out of frustration? I do not know. But Kristinic hasn't had a good day here at Watkins Glen, I can assure you. So we go back with Chuchkovic was really caught up now to Harvey Mills. Look at how close these two are, and look how amazing it looks from an inside perspective. The inner loop. One of the best sequences of corners racing has ever given us. Yeah, to be honest, I have to stand with Kristenich. And if he comes out again, I'm gonna be really surprised. I do not know if that's gonna be the case, but man, what a warrior. Never give up. That is what you like to see. Most definitely. This is Juchkovic again, very close, nearly going side by side with Mills. Starting to put the pressure. Will it work? He's gonna try to go for the inside again. Again, playing. There you go. That's a great exit. Can Juchkovic make it happen? Let's go. On the rear wing of Mr. Harvey Mills. Great last from both, you can see. Look at the slipstream. I think it's gonna be enough for Juchkovic to make it happen. Mr. Mills does not have too much of a choice. It all comes down to Juchkovic and his willingness to keep the fight going or to just slide in. It looks like he's gonna keep it safe. He's just trying to put the pressure. That is a very smart decision by Juchkovic indeed. We're gonna take a quick look at another amazing driver, Nico Vlaminch. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Kleiner. We're 7 to Brandon Kleiner. Whoa, my God almighty. My God almighty in heavens above. That is a dead car right there. Jesus Christ. That is a race killer right there. We go back with Vlaminch and Hartley. Let's see what's going to happen here. Blessage catching on behind. Vlaminch now with a great exit out of the boot. He's going to try to slide in on the outside. The traction, will it be another? You see Sanjay Blessage. He's going to try to take advantage of it. Here we go. What a lovely fight between these four drivers. That is one way to end your race. You could see the understeer, the car wouldn't turn, and it's very unfortunate because it was just the tiniest of corners of that wall. And that has been the end of Brandon Kleiner's race. There you see, Hartley's gonna decide to go in. Juchkovic and Mills side by side. Juchkovic has already made it through. Now can he defend it? Look at those incredible camera shots. And there you see Juchkovic has made it through. What a lovely move. Hartley is going to serve that 20-second penalty. As you can clearly see. And now Juchkovic is going to try to fly away. Let's check on crank checks. Great lance from crank checks indeed. Sunabovic strolling a little bit with exit traction. Good Lord. We have seen it all already, and we've only been here for 26 minutes. There you see a good line from Kranchik again, but it's not going to be enough. Let's move with Vlaminch once again. Look at how close these two are getting. Oh, we have a yellow flag. We have a yellow flag. And I think that was an El Tadich. Completely parked on the track. That looks very weird indeed. And Nico Vlamic has dropped 2 positions in 1. What has happened to Vlamic? Let's see. The side by side, the slide, and that is the reason why. That is the reason why he has dropped 2 positions. Rene Kern is coming into the pit lane. And let's check on Harvey Mills, who's gonna try to get his P6 back. Can he make it happen? He has 33 minutes to do so. Good lines there. Vlamic! The wall of death, the inner loop, the understeer, and the death of a Mercedes. Again! Another car being claimed by the death wall. That is the inner loop section. Vlamic was doing an incredible race, and that unfortunately is going to be the end of it. Already 6 retirements, and we might be looking on for a 7th. Rene Kern also in the pit lane, the leader going in. Adam Long claims lead, but of course Seattle has it virtually back. There you see Long. My God. Isn't that some hard driving right there? There you see Mills. Now he has the slipstream. He's going to have to play it calmly. Brooker going into the pit lane as well. Mills and Chuchkovic giving us one hell of a fight. One hell of a race so far. Let's check on Kranjek. He's really close now to Dean Zuramovic. Arlavi right now, he is the second man who has pitted, so this could be looking good. Arlavi's putting 45.7. He's gonna have to go a little quicker than that if he wants to gain some positions. Great lines from Seattle, of course. He is out in complete clean air. Cannot ask for anything else. You see Wagner Marquez had to serve a 20-second penalty. And still, he is fighting Emil Madsen is gonna come in reacting to Seattle's choice. Let's see if Long is gonna do so this lap. Dean Sulanovich going in as well. Starting to see many pit stops coming by. There you see Christian Mola going for a lobby. Look at how close it's getting. What a lovely fight these two are giving us as well. There you see Hamilton, Madsen, Sonovich, and Brook up. The 4 men on the pit lane. Let's check on Marquez and Hanley. Move already completed. Wagner Marquez! Hanley losing the car. Thankfully, he has broken the car down in time, broken from brake, but he's still gonna send it to the pit lane? Wow, I did not expect that, to be honest with all of you. That was a little unexpected. That was a light touch, but he decided enough is enough. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about not 1, not 2, but 7 retirements already. Let's go back with Mola and Arlavi. Long is finally gonna come in. Ben Crook is gonna take provisional lead. Of course, Seattle is gonna start jumping positions. Granchix, I suppose, and indeed he is gonna go into the pit lane as well. Seattle right now approximately 20 seconds from the finish line. Should be able to get into P2 without any issues whatsoever. Let's take a look at him. There you see him. Penultimate corner, turn number 12, turn number 13 in front of us. There you see him. Siada into P2. We said it, no doubts whatsoever. Ben Krug, I suppose he's gonna have to react now. He's the last man to pit. And as you can see, he's gonna have traffic in front of him. So the longer he stays, the worse for him. 17 degrees on track, optimal state. It is a very good condition to drive. Need to be careful though with those temperatures. We're gonna stay with Ben Krug until he crosses the line. Let's see what he decides to do. Will he stay out for another one? Or will he just go directly into the pit lane? It all comes down to his decision, and ladies and gentlemen, there you see Ben Krug. He's gonna decide to come in or not. He looked like he was gonna go in, but nope. Decided to not do so. There you see Seattle rapidly catching. Man, he's putting 44 dead. 44 dead is what Seattle is doing right now. This man is out of his element. Seriously. Motka trying to pull away from Banner Marquez. There you see Louis Hartley catching on Andrew Brooker. Rob Hanley, another retirement for the love of God. 8 retirements. Man. This is complete pandemonium, and thank God I'm not commentating like crazy. Because right now we'll be on the floor. Shaking. My God. Look at Chuchko. He's going to get himself into P5 once Ben Crook pits. "25 minutes to go. Ben Crook should come in immediately. And he's still staying out. I do not understand this decision. Yep, definitely more death than Bathurst. And definitely more deaths than even in Donington. Less incidents, more mistakes by the own drivers. We are seriously seeing some inconsistencies with some of the drivers involved. You see Brooker and Harley going at it. Look at Harley carrying a lot of speed through turn number 9 as we go down the hill once again. Good lines overall. Let's go on board with Dean Sosnavovic just rapidly catching Sanjin Blesnovic on the mid 44. Hamilton and Blessed trading. Hamilton letting both drivers by. Odd choice. Odd choice. Indeed, Ben Crook is finally coming in. So we're going to take a look at Seata. Let's see how he does. Seata, no problems. Can you hear it in his car? Can you hear the radio? Na 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 na. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg. He's chilling. He is chilling. Man, as I said, you know, some people have different perspectives of what a word means. I can tell you, Seata is delusional by saying he's struggling. Because goddamn this guy, he's too fast. Ben Crook is coming out right about now. Montero and Chuchkovic are not going to be able to catch him. So Chuchkovic and Montero are going to have to fight for this P5. Chuchkovic coming in like a rocket. Montero starting to suffer on pace. And I gotta tell you, what a race from Chuchkovic, from Kranchek, from Blesic. These drivers 15, 15 and 17 positions gained respectively. And they don't stop there. You see Blesic gaining, reclaiming the P9 from Dean Sunabovic, going on the inside. A good move indeed, but Sunabovic, of course, now the slipstream, can it be enough for the Porsche? Can he try something as we approach the inner loop once again? 21 minutes on the clock and nobody else remaining to pit. And there you see, both the drivers are going to survive for now. 3:46 in the morning. Sunabovic with an incredible line. For the love of God, Robert Alavi going for some flying lessons. My God, how did he save the car? 4 wheels up in the sky and still managed to survive. But of course, Christian Mola has regained all of the time lost. Let's go on board with him and see. You can see that's a good exit. Can Mola get the P11? Uy. Chushkovich has already made the move on Montero. Let's see. There you see, let's go. Sunabovic also catching Blesic. Ooh, side by side, I like it. Side by side as we go up the hill. You can see Sunabovic is going to stay behind for a little longer. Oh, Lord Almighty, how is this going to end? Sunabovic going left and right. Blesic not succumbing to the pressure. There you see, it's a great landing. And he's going to be able to defend it. Arlavi now being caught by Mola once again. Arlavi is on one hell of a defense. I told you this fight was going to last for a while. And indeed, it is doing so. 8 retirements. And we have a yellow flag. For the love of God, what has happened here? Again on the inner loop. You see the side by side, the contact. Oh my Lord. Hartley and Kern. Brooke is starting in the middle. Thank you and goodbye. That is it. Nolan and Levy still going at it. Crook not being able to catch to Emil Madsen. Look at Crook. Just as I speak, he starts catching. He is feeling it. The McLaren driver doing a stellar job. So it will be awesome to see a fight here for P3. Jurkovic with a banger of a race. Only 17 minutes and a half to crown himself, in my opinion, as the driver of the day. No doubts whatsoever. He also told me he didn't have too much practice. But man, out of this world. Seriously, out of this world. There you see Blesic trying to come back after a little bit of a mistake. We don't have any more fights on track right now. Let's go with Belacajanos catching on Vander Marquez. Ay, ay, ay. Good lines there from Gajan. 1.3 is the gap between these two drivers. Ben Crook, man, I speak and he delivers. He's already into slipstream at distance from Emil Madsen. Look at him go. It's now 7/10 of a second between these two. 16 minutes to go. What a race. Unfortunately, a little overshadowed by many incidents. Good lance from Crook, but now it's coming to the curve. He has dropped the pace. There you see Siata. Can we check the radio again? Let's see. No. It's the motherfucking evil double G. Snoop Dogg. There you have him. Man, 13 seconds ahead of Adam Long. No problems at all. What a lovely race for him. Seriously, out of this planet. Oh, you look at this. Madsen has made a mistake, but Crook is now on his tail. Choo-choo. We have a fight, and I love it. This is for P3. Let's go. On board with Ben Crook again. Great lines there from Krug, but again he loses some of the speed. Madsen is doing one hell of a race as well. We need to give him some props too, huh? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had to have a little sip of water from my PLR bottle. You gotta love it. Gap again opening. Let's go. With Adam Long, we haven't talked about him too much. You need to give him props. He hasn't been able to catch up to Siata. But he has done one hell of a job staying at P2. 9.9 seconds away from Matson. Crook is again on the hunt. It seems like Matson is really struggling on these straights. The McLaren completely catching, sorry. A great effort. We have 10 viewers. Lovely to see the numbers growing again. It is so good to see. As you can see, it's Crook's second and third sector where he struggles a little more. Matson, of course, with the Porsche, being a little better through the corners. That's where he has a little bit of breathing room. There you see great lines from Matson. That's lovely. Look at how close he keeps it to the curb, and he doesn't even touch it. But again, the McLaren power about to be displayed on track. It's time for some straight power, and you can see how rapidly he is catching. For the love of God, look at him go. The slipstream also helping massively. Here we go through turn number 1. Very wide right-hander. That wasn't the best of exits from Ben Crook. But now, all he has to do is sit on the throttle and let the guard do his thing. Look out how rapidly he is catching. 11 minutes on the clock. Crook, my Lord Almighty, the overspin from the McLaren. For a second, he was trying to go for the inside. He's going to have to give it up. But back on the hunt he goes. So that's not a good line from Crook. And now Matson is going to survive. And this is where Matson is going to start getting some time back to breathe, to relax. You know, Porsche, as we've previously mentioned, really good on the corners. This is where this car excels. And there you have Matson starting to pull away. My God, what a race we are having, and what a lovely fight for P3. Matson, this time around, he is not being able to pull away, so this is really bad news for the Porsche driver. Just maybe Ben Crook can make it into the top 3. Good lines from both. You can see Crook on the antepenultimate corner going a little on the grass. Nonetheless, it's time again for the McLaren to show us what speed is. Here we go now through turn number 1. Ben Crook going for a wider approach. That is going to be an invalidation of the lap. Nonetheless, the speed is there. And Lord Almighty, if you are an Emil Matson fan, you gotta be praying, because this looks like it's not gonna have too much of an issue for Ben Crook to make it ahead. The car is already ahead. Ben Crook goes into P3. What a lovely fight, and let me tell you, it is not gonna stop. My Lord Almighty, that is Lewis Hamilton completely out of the track, taking a trip to the gravel. But Matson now 3 tenths behind, but you can see there, now he's feeling comfortable from behind the Porsche. Time to go full on those corners. Great lines. There you see Matson really getting close now, but it looks like Ben Crook has the move secured. Looks like Ben Krug is going to be able to hold this position for the remaining 8 minutes. We are on lap 29, race being led by Konrad Siata. Only 3 laps he hasn't led due to him pitting. The rest, he has been the undisputed champion of Watkins Glen. And let me tell you, he deserves a W. There you see Madsen now not being able to keep up. What's up there, Jordan? Man, I'm so happy to see the numbers growing finally. Some better numbers here on the live streams. It's awesome to see you all supporting the streams. Of course, I know lots of people watch it back, but man, it feels so good to see you all here. Please smash that like button, and if you would like to support the channel even more, subscribe to not lose any single bit of the action. My Lord Almighty, look at that Porsche. That is what you call twitchy as hell. Uy, Marquez completely overshoots the penultimate corner now into the last one. He's not going to have a great entry, and that is going to be reflected because Bella Cajani is going to be able to catch Rene Kern. What has happened to him? Let's see if we can get a quick replay. Oh, it's a light hit. Could have been way worse, but that's a good save from Rene Kern. But now Paul Wallace catching massively. He has side damage for sure. Let's see if we can see the right side. Yeah, that's not looking too healthy. And you can see Paul Wallace is already on his back, already on his tail. Let's go on the helicopter, because Wallace going on the outside. My God, what a slingshot! Completely pulls through. What a move! What a move indeed. Let's check on Belagajan now. There you have him. Catching on Marquez once again. 5:50 to go. Everything seems settled and done for. There you see Gajan rapidly catching. Will he be able to make a move? Time will tell. I suppose about 4 laps to go. Keep in mind, between these 2 drivers and the car in front, Moltke, there is none other than Konrad Siata. It's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, 5 on the finish line. And if we do quick maths, 140 plus 140 is 320, plus 140 is 5 minutes. So this is our antepenultimate lap of the evening. Yeah, that goes a little too wide, but he has 14 seconds to get his pace back, so he's not going to worry too much. But the bad thing is, look at the traffic. Siata knows you shouldn't mess with traffic at all, and even less when you have a fight. Holy Moses! Kajan just slides through, says, hey, you want to slow down for the leader? Well, you can go F yourself. I'm going to slide in. Kajan gets it into P19. Marquez keeping it safe. There you see Siata. He doesn't need to risk anything. Unfortunately, he has lost 3 seconds this lap, but he's still 12 seconds ahead of Adam Long. So they will have to be involved in some sort of crash, in some sort of incident with the lapped cars for him to lose the lead. It is not going to be easy, because he's keeping it very safely. Daniel Montero, what has happened to him? He has dropped to P6 to Harvey Mills. We're going to take a replay and see if the mistake was here on the inner loop or if it was on the big hairpin. That's too much curve. A little overshot. You can see the car sliding indeed, and that's one hell of a shot to the wall. And of course, this is going to slide it through. And let me tell you, with such damage, Subonimi Kranjec might have an opportunity to slide into P7. Because that was a massive shot to the car. 3 to go. Penultimate lap of the evening. Seattle leads from Long, Kirk, Madsen, Chuchkovic, Hales, Montero, Kranjec, Sunovic, Blesic, Alavi, Mola, Bruca, Harley, Bruca, Buela, Kern, Moltka, Gajar, Marquez, Hamilton, Olino, Blamens. Those are our 23 drivers. And as previously mentioned, everything seems settled. Take a look at P3, Mr. Ben Crack. He managed to make the move on Emil Madsen. Really well fought fight. And the McLaren prevails. He only needs to keep it alive for 2 more. And he will be able to call himself a podium finish. There you go. Clean, safe lines. Everything's super calm. Monday night's alright, alright, alright. You can see I'm Juanito John. Juanito John, no, because John is Juanito. I am Elton Juanito. Yep. Saturday night's alright. This is Yata. He's gonna go into the last lap of the evening. He's doing a little bit of weaving, okay. Don't celebrate just yet. You got another lap, Bubba. You got a lot of lap. Another lap. Good laps from Seattle. He has it covered. Let's check on Blesic. Another great race from him. Think one of his best, if not his best result to date. 16 positions gained, the same as Alexander Chuchkovic. Great race from these 2 drivers. Also for Subonimi Kranjec, who's holding P8 as we speak. This is about to be done with. Let's go with the leader. He deserves some cameras time. Cameras. Check me out, baby. Seattle. With a little bit of traffic, of course, he's not going to risk it. He's just going to keep it safe. Bring it home. He can slow it down 10 seconds still. He will be your race winner. Spotless race. We have seen a couple off tracks here and there, but who gives an F? When you are Cornel Seattle, you struggle. And when you struggle... And when you struggle, you win very easily. You'll tell me, my God Almighty. Conrad Seattle, ladies and gentlemen, is going to get himself a victory. Look at this, Subonimi Kranjec at last makes a move on Montero. I told you Montero had a lot of damage. And Kranjec is going to make it. Conrad Seattle
has finished the race.
Well, you said it, I'll sing it. I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Tell me why. Conrad Seattle is so damn good and I'm long. On P2, Crook on 3rd, then Madsen on 4th, Chuchkovic on 5th. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Yeah, mama. Chuchkovic with an incredible P5. Harvey Mills on 6. Then Kranjec, Montero, Sunovic, and Blesic for the top 10. Well, we cannot talk yet because Robert Alavi wants a top 10 finish. Can he make it happen on the last corner? You can Blesic. He's feeling the pressure. Alavi shooting. That McLaren, that's a great exit. Oh my Lord Almighty, can you tell me? No, he's not going to be able to do it. Blesic is going to finish it off on the top 10. Ladies and gentlemen, what a race. We've had it all. Incidents, great overtaking maneuvers, great fights. And this is going to be it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to every single one of you for staying, for having fun with us. I'm going to leave you with the timetable, with the results. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. We will see you tomorrow with Split 2 and 3, presented by David Cook. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you next time.